What's good? What's good, man? How are you?
Good, man. Happy to be back. Happy to be back.
We're finally on a consistent schedule. Like 2 weeks in a row is pretty consistent for us over here. So we're
Were we
getting
on
there.
time last week? I don't think we were on time last week.
No, actually, I think we did the pod on Tuesday last week. So we're 1 week straight right now. So we're looking good. We're looking good.
Yeah, if we want to count 1 week in a row as consistent, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm going to. Yep.
I'll take it,
Yep.
dude. I need some W's right now.
Yeah. So this week, I think we have some of the same things, but we're introducing a new segment. What's next? And it's kind of just a broad spectrum of what's next in general for players, teams, you name it, man. Whatever's next for that. What we pay for that. We did a couple of those, and then
Great description.
I tried my hardest there. And then we are going to give you guys the quarter rank of or the quarter mark of our ranking, or not rankings, our awards for MVP, most improved, rookie of the year, coach of the year, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to say here. I'm going to give you what I gave at the beginning of the season. Brad's going to give you guys a little bit something else. We both took it different routes, but we're going to give you guys what we think it should deserve the award if the season ended right now. And then to wrap it up, we have our overreactions like per usual and the airball. So let's get into it.
Great. Solid rundown. Thank you.
Try to give you a rundown. All right. So Brad, let me hear what's next first.
So what's next? First one I got here. So obviously with what's next, the idea is we kind of present a situation and we talk about what do we think they should or what are they going to do next, right? So for you, I got a little hometown sauce here. Utah Jazz, 8-14. Okay, so you're not winning a lot, but you're pushing right there. They're 11th in the West, firmly in the play-in picture right now in the West. If you're the Jazz, do you tank or do you build? You got some great young assets. You got some draft picks. You got a great star in Laurie. You got Walker Kessler, who's obviously out. So do you trade some of those picks and assets to try to build and compete now because you've got a competitive roster? Or do you tear it down, rebuild, keep along the same path of youth?
I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think you trade for that star at this moment.
Who do you get, though? Okay, so you trade for the star.
Yeah, trade for the star.
Who do you get?
I mean, I'm going to give you a very unlikely prediction and then a very likely prediction. Unlikely, okay. I think you try to go get Giannis.
Well, of course, it's who you try to get, but
yes.
Giannis also he has a no trade clause, but he's got the superstar status that he can basically say, don't trade me to Utah. And Milwaukee would have to really say, fuck you, to send him somewhere he didn't want to go. You know what I mean?
True. And so that's my unlikely. Likely, I think, honestly, just for pure star talent, I don't think you have to give a lot. Maybe we'll go get Ja Morant or LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
I think a good point guard in that role right now. I mean, they have Keontae George, but you need someone who's going to pop off besides Laurie for 30.
I think George could be that guy, though. George looks great.
You think so?
Is not shooting incredibly efficient right now, but much more efficient than he did last year. He's a 20-7 guy right now. He's he shows some flashes with De'Aaron Fox a little bit.
Yeah, but like I say, you get consistent. I know Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant's just not happy in Memphis. We've seen him put up big numbers before. And then LaMelo Ball is LaMelo Ball. He's going to give you a lot of shooting, a lot of shots up, but he's going to put up some points. I think if you get one of those two guys on that team, and I don't think you don't have to give a lot of draft picks or a lot of people for that, honestly.
I don't hate that move. I would probably say I would lean more towards the tank if I was them. Just because they do have so many assets and young guys right now. Because Laurie doesn't even really fit their timeline. I mean, he's and he's not old. I think he's 27, 28 years old, and so he's right in the prime of his career or getting into the prime. But that just doesn't fit the timeline of George, who's 21, I think, or 20 years old. Ace Bailey,
Yeah.
who's 19 or 20 years old. Bryce
Isaiah
Sensabaugh, who's
Collier.
20, 21 year old. Collier, who's 20, 21 years old, right? Walker
Yeah.
Kessler, who's 20, 21 years old. So all these young guys that, they're 7 years younger than Laurie. It's not the same timeline. So you either
Yeah.
at this point, I feel like you have to decide, is Laurie the guy you build around? Do you build around Markkinen? Or do you ship him out while his value's super high right now
Yeah.
and really stock up on this young side, And so if Danny Ainge is going to follow what he did in Boston and what he did in OK, or not what he did in OKC, but what they did in OKC, my guess is that he ships out Laurie and really builds around this young core.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair too. I think both, I think both avenues or both paths have a great argument. It's not like you've got to do this one, like one or the other. I think both routes are good. I just think they have a good roster right now. I don't know why you just keep on pushing for it.
Yeah, I got you. All right. What's your first? What's next? What you got?
This is pretty predictable. Probably a lot of chatter about this one, but we just brought his name up. But what do the Bucks do with Giannis after being injured and him like wanting to talk to the team about his future? What do the Bucks do?
What should they do is trade him. What will they do? Probably trade him. Actually, it's probably the same answer both ways. But they should trade him at this point. Reports are, you can never know if you trust all those or not, but rumors are is that he has already requested a trade, which wouldn't surprise me if he already requested it back in the summer when there was rumors of him going to the Knicks or the Knicks trying to package a trade for him. But he's just not happy in Milwaukee. They've really put themselves in a tough position to stay competitive and build around Giannis. He's 30 years old, not a ton of years left. Who knows how much longer he wants to play. I don't blame him for wanting out. Milwaukee might as well capitalize on it. They could get a ton of draft picks in return. He's still in his prime.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think they did a bad job keeping that roster together that won the championship. They pretty much just tore that thing down once they won it.
Right.
Which was not a good move. And you see like teams try to build around the superstars. Like you have the Golden State Warriors trying to build around Curry. You have OKC building around Shea, which they did with just young talent. But you have like LeBron and the Lakers, right? You have these teams building around this talent. I don't think Milwaukee's done that, and I think Giannis is just over it.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the same thing with LeBron in Cleveland the first time. Or whenever superstars get upset and want to get out, they just don't do a great job building around them, which they already did in Milwaukee. And then, like you said, for whatever reason, tore it down the year after. So,
yeah, weird.
All right, so what's next? Chris Paul. What's next for Chris Paul, man?
That's actually one of mine on here too for number 3. So we'll both answer each other's what's next questions here. Honestly, this is tough because I think he's proven enough to be an all-time, not the all-time greatest point guard, but in the conversation for, top 10, top 5 if you want to. But I think he's done enough in regards to that winning a championship, in regards to his passing ability, that kind of stuff. But I think he wants a championship, at least to compete for a championship. And he was done pretty dirty by the Clippers because he was going to retire after this year, but after he was done with the Clippers. So if I was him, I think I would try to go to like an OKC or a Houston or someone that just needs some like veteran presence, like like how Iggy was for the Warriors, right? Just some veteran presence to help teach these young guys. And just like, could you imagine on Houston, like Chris Paul with Reed Shepherd, like just teaching him how to play the game? Like it would excel his freaking ceiling. It would push his peak, I think, honestly, and it would be really good. So I think honestly, if I was Chris Paul, I would try to sign with a contending team.
Yeah, and people forget that Chris Paul was a mentor for SGA and OKC the 1 year or 2 years that he was there. So he can be that player. Obviously, he's not having any impact on the floor right now. You mentioned Iguodala. Iguodala still, for the most part, towards the end of his career, still impacted the floor, at least defensively. He's still able to rotational player. That's not Chris Paul right now. Obviously, not even on a bad team. He's not able to even really contribute on a bad team. So I agree with you. At this point, someone should throw him a bone, and it should be OKC. We texted about this a little bit, but I think it should be someone like OKC, probably not Houston, but someone like OKC, where he's got a harsh leadership style from what it sounds like, and so it could be a hard locker room presence for some locker rooms. But OKC already knows what they're getting. SGA has already been a part of that. He's the clear leader of that locker room. He knows exactly what CP3 brings. If he's okay with that, bring him along for the championship. He doesn't have to play a single minute. would not be expected to. Culture's already there. They've lost one game this season, probably going to win another title. Just go ride the pine, get a ring, have a great retirement tour.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I think we're both on the same page there when it comes to the Chris Paul.
Yeah, absolutely.
My last one, since we both had the same one, my last one is what's next for the Warriors? Is it time to move on from Draymond and Jimmy?
This is a good question. I mean, it depends on who or what the market is for those types
Yeah.
of players and their contracts and things like that. But in a perfect world, yeah, I think you do move on from them at this point. You're not competing in the West. You're not getting any younger. You don't have a clear path to getting younger. Kaminga has been very disappointing this year. Pods has been disappointing this year. These young guys just have not really shown much promise to really
Yeah.
help carry these older guys in the twilights of their careers. So if you're the Warriors, you got to start thinking long term.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a business, and it's unfortunate. We're seeing with the Lakers though; they got lucky with the Luka trade, but they started gearing for a life past LeBron, and the Warriors need to start planning for a life past Curry and Green and Butler and Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I agree with you.
Yeah. So my last what's next, kind of similar to yours, I guess, with the team Clippers. What do the Clippers do? They're 6-18. They're second worst in the West, only above the Pelicans. You got Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, huge contracts.
Yeah.
You got Zubats. What do you do?
Isn't Bradley Beal's contract pretty big too?
His contract's small. Suns bottom out, and so they're paying most of that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, Beal's out the rest of the year. That's not as much of a money issue, I guess, there. But like, so what do you do if you're this team? Everybody's old.
Yeah, I mean, and like you got to think you fall in the same position as the Warriors. Like, who's going to want? There's going to be a team that's going to want Kawhi or want James Harden, right? Like for certain draft picks, but you're not going to get the haul. You might get a haul now for James Harden a little bit just because he's been playing really well on that Clippers team. But with Kawhi, you have the uncertainty of is he gonna play 20 games this season?
Right.
So I think the Clippers got themselves in a shit position in regards to contracts and old players. So in a perfect world, say the Warriors, yeah, I'd get rid of James Harden and Kawhi and start the rebuild right away. But it's not a perfect world, and I think they're stuck until those guys want to retire.
Yeah, or until a team. Oh,
whoa! Damn.
Life after dark here, dude. Let's see. I got to figure this out.
You got to have faith in you.
Dude, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I think we're good. I think we're set now.
Faith in you.
I appreciate it.
He's just working back really slowly. There he is.
I'm back.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I can't remember now.
Neither can I. It was something about the regards of they're stuck with these guys till retirement, I think I said, and then.
Oh, yeah. It kind of depends on what they want to do as well. Because if they want to go compete, and someone might come pick them up. I don't even hate if you get them at the right price. Someone like the Jazz picking them up, let them mentor their young players like George.
Yeah.
So, but James Harden's got value. I don't know if Kawhi has much value at this point, but I agree with you. Generally speaking, I think the Clippers in a perfect world, you got to tear it down and see what you can get because they still owe their draft pick this year to the Thunder. They're the second worst team in the West. If they get the first overall pick, that goes to the Thunder. The Clippers are in a bad spot.
Yep, they are. It's rough. Those are. If you guys think we had a bad response in that, or if you guys have a different response than we gave, shoot that in the comments. Let us know.
What's some other situations too? Let us know some stuff that you think is worth talking about. Like, what are some other teams that are in some tight spots, players that are in worse situations? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, exactly. That takes us to our over and underperformers of the week. I like this segment a lot. I like to give the flowers to the players. My number one, I'll just go off right away. My number one is Jamal Murray this week.
Okay.
He had a season high on the against the Pacers, 52 points, shooting 19 for 25 from the field, shot 10 for 11 from the three. Over the last 5 games, he's averaged 25 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. I think the Nuggets need Jamal Murray to make a run for the championship, kind of like how they did when they won their first one. But they need Jamal Murray. They can't just rely on Jokic and Aaron Gordon has cooled off immensely. So you need Jamal Murray out there. So
I like that pick. Usually Jamal Murray balls out like this in the playoffs. There's a whole playoff Jamal kind of thing out there, just like playoff Jimmy. It's
yeah,
nice to see him show out in the regular season. I like to see him drop
yep,
52 in a regular season game. He's got it in him.
yeah,
So I think he's averaging a career high too, 24 points, 25
he
points
is.
a game right now.
He is. Yep, he is.
I love it. I love it. So my number one overperformer this week, Kevin Porter Jr.
Okay.
What a great week for KPJ, man. He's been a player I've liked for a long time. I liked him at USC. He's kind of had some, it sounds like, off-court issues that have impacted the way he kind of gets opportunities on the court. But 6 games so far this year, this has all been in the last week, averaging 22 points a game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, shooting 62% from 3.
That's not bad.
That's a great little 6-run stretch. So
Yes. Yeah. Good for him. Good for him. My second, this might be no surprise. He's a fan favorite of Brad's over there, but I'm gonna give Austin Reeves flowers. Number 2.
yes.
Standout game, had 44 points, 10 assists against Toronto. He shot extremely well from 60% from the field, 45 from 3. And then over his last 2 games, he's averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. So
Austin Reeves, man.
he's playing good ball right now, playing really good ball.
He's playing at a legitimate all NBA level this year.
He really is. He's going to make an all-star game, I think.
Yeah, as he should make an all-star game, He's legitimate. I've seen on some MVP odds right now that he's actually listed in the top 10 odds for MVP. Obviously, that may or may not continue for the whole season, but he's playing some legitimately great basketball right now. I love that.
Yeah.
My next overperformer, I've got Jalen Johnson over in Atlanta.
Good pick. Good pick.
He's another player I've liked
balling.
for a long time. A lot of talent. Injuries kind of derailed his breakout season last year, but this year he picked up right where he left off. This last week, 4 games, he's averaging a triple-double, 30-point triple-double, 12 boards, 11 assists to go with that. He's averaging 23, 10, and 8 on the season.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I don't think
Jalen Johnson, man.
And I don't think he's getting a lot of hype. Honestly, there's not a lot of talk about him. Like, there's a little bit of talk when he pops off, but like he's carrying that Hawks team right now really hard.
He's carrying that Hawks team, and they're doing well. Without Trae Young, they're doing well. We talked about that last week, but Jalen Johnson's averaging almost a triple-double this season.
Yeah. Good on him, honestly.
Yeah.
My number 3, and just a side note, I also have an honorable mention, so I'll say that after we're done. But number 3, I have Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Over the last 5 games, over the last 5 games, he's averaging close to pretty much 30 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He had a 44-point performance against the Pelicans that unfortunately went to overtime, but they still won. And yeah, I think he's just carrying that team like he does every year. We've talked about this before in the past pods. He kind of disappears in the playoffs, but if he can keep this up, I think he makes some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, they look good. I like that. I love Anthony Edwards, man. It's a good pick. My last overperformer from the week, I've got Michael Porter Jr.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's been balling.
Can you imagine how good Denver would be with Michael Porter Jr. right now, man?
Yeah.
He's crushing it. Last week, he averaged 34 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and shot 52% from 3. He's averaging 26 points a game, 8 boards for the season. So, and shooting 40% from 3.
Yeah, he's playing really well. I mean, granted, he is on a Nets team that has nobody else that can score on that team, but
that would mean his shooting efficiency should be lower. Like, he shouldn't be shooting 50% from 3 when he's the only guy that can score on that team. He was doubling every single time. And so maybe he would still score 26, but it'd be on 26 shots, 36 shots. Like, his efficiency would be terrible. It's still fantastic, and he's putting up 26 a game. On a bad team, sure, but the shooting splits, some teams should go get him as their third option, some playoff team. Maybe the Nuggets.
Maybe the Nuggets. I've actually heard some speculation that the Warriors might trade for him too.
He fit great, that team. He fit great.
Yeah.
Wouldn't solve their problem, but he fit.
It would not solve. My honorable mention is Pat Spencer for the Warriors.
Okay, I like it. I like that.
Dude's been balling. He didn't meet the top 3, but over the last 3 games, he's averaged 17 points, a steal, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Shout out his brother too.
Yes, yeah, his brother. Is he still playing for the Grizzlies?
He's been playing well too.
Yeah, they both play really well. They're both they look like some like YMCA dads just balling out there.
I love it, dude. The cool thing about Pat Spencer too is he didn't even like really play college ball. He was a lacrosse guy, a great lacrosse guy.
Yeah,
Like he won the Heisman version of whatever that is for lacrosse.
whatever that'd be. Yeah,
I don't
no.
know what that would be, but a great athlete, dude. Be a college like a
Yeah,
collegiate lacrosse player, go play NBA basketball. Insane.
yeah, good on him. Yeah. So underperformers. Who do you got first?
Underperformer. First, I've got a guy out in Cleveland, Darius Garland. Has not looked good coming back from injury. Cleveland as a whole has been a disappointment, but Darius Garland has only been shooting 32% from three this season, 26% from three in the last week, only scoring 15 points a game. So he's not looking good right now.
Yeah, yeah, no. Cleveland, like I said on the last pod, it's NBA championship or bust for them. I mean, not to win the NBA championship, but to at least make it. I think if they don't make it, they've got to do something with that roster.
They got to at least get to the conference finals. At least
Yeah.
to the conference finals.
Yeah. My number one isn't a player; it's just a team in general. It's the Houston Rockets. They
How can you possibly say that?
because they turned the ball over 20 times against the Dallas Mavericks and lost to a bum ass team as the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, so they lost one time, dude. They got like the number two most efficient offense. They're crashing the offensive boards at a historic rate.
But they underperformed. If they're gonna want to be a good team, they have to be not turn. They can't be turning the ball over 20 times in a game.
This is insanity. I'm hearing this is an overreaction, is what I'm hearing.
No, this is a strict underperformer.
Absurd, absurd. I disagree wholeheartedly.
That's fine.
Okay. Next, I've got Kyle Kuzma as my next underperformer.
Okay.
Kuzma should not have that high expectation at this point in his career. At least, like none of us should really have that. He's kind of proven he was okay in LA. He had a couple okay seasons in Washington, and then he's just been, I mean, not a great player. But on that Bucks team, especially without Giannis, I'd expect him to put up some numbers, make some noise, right? Because there's not a lot of players right now. Basically, there's a bunch of role players competing out there right now without Giannis. Averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 25% from three in the last 4 games.
Not good.
Not good, dude. Not good.
Not good at all. My number two, we talked about it a little bit earlier, Keontae George.
Why? Okay, what do you got him from underperformer?
In his recent game, he put up 0 points, shot 0 for 6 from the field, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and had 8 turnovers in 19 minutes. And we just talked about him. We talked about him a little bit ago. He is that guy that can pop off, but he had a very, very bad week this week.
There was the one game specifically that was a really bad game. That one game.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think there was memes going around that like people bought his under and he knew about it, so he's just throwing up shots.
Yeah, it was a bad game. I remember. I didn't watch that game, but I saw the box score on that afterwards, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
All right, my last underperformer I got right now, and just for the record, too, I think we clarified this before we started. I did all Eastern Conference players, and Kenny did all Western Conference players.
Yes.
So my last underperformer here, Jared McCain. Jared McCain had a great rookie season, came out swinging, was talked about maybe being rookie of the year, went down early with knee injury, but he looked really good starting off. This year has not looked good all season, specifically in the last week, only averaging 9 points a game, shooting 30% from three. That's basically the same as what he's doing on the season. So really unimpressive so far.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he came out hot. Like he was like in the contention to run rookie of the year last year, and then it went down unfortunately with that knee injury. I think I saw a video. It was a week ago or so where he hit his first bucket, and he like threw his hands in the air, all excited, and it's like, all right, dude, like get back to work. Let's start putting up some points for this.
Right, like you should be making those. Like don't be surprised when you make it.
Exactly. Yep. My number 3, and he's gonna be on this list until he changes his, I don't know if you say attitude, I guess, but it's just Kawhi Leonard. I'm just gonna keep on putting him here.
You've become a Kawhi Leonard hater. This has become a Kawhi Leonard hating podcast.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna be a dead horse, but he just doesn't play. And he's just, in my eyes, and I talked about this already before, but he just doesn't perform the way he should be performing. Like you have James Harden old, putting up buckets. A team should be better than they are if Kawhi was healthy and stayed healthy and played.
Yeah. Well, this isn't the point in his career too, which I don't know why it's different nowadays than it used to be, and I don't want to be the old head that's like, used to be better. But when players used to get, even great players, when they used to get old enough that they were washed, we used to just accept that and accept
Yeah.
that they were like in the twilight of their career, and it's like, yeah, he's not as good as he once was, and that's okay. But for whatever reason, now we like hold on to that much longer and still hold on to like, oh, well, Kawhi's still a top 10 player. I'm like, but he's not.
Yeah.
Every other player in history that was great for short periods of time but couldn't stay healthy, like you didn't keep building around them. Like Grant Hill, you didn't build around Grant Hill when he was 32, even though he could play great for 20 minutes a night for 20 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Like they just need to accept that with Kawhi Leonard.
No, I agree with you. Cool. That brings us to our awards, and we are going to. Do you want to go back and forth on this? Or just what we have for MVP? You want to go on the list? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go MVP. My preseason pick was Luka Doncic. My current pick, if season ended today, would still be Luka Doncic. 35, 9-9 on the season. Lakers are tied for second in the West. West is the gauntlet up top. But just great season. Really even overperforming, one might say, for even his own standards. And so Luka Doncic is MVP.
Yep, I'm in the same boat with you. I had Luka beginning of the season. I have Luka now. I think he's an MVP. I don't think anyone else is playing up to his par at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And I have a runner-up here. And so runner-up, I would say Nikola Jokic, runner-up for MVP this year. It's hard not to give it to him. He's averaging a triple-double. Nuggets are also tied for second in the West, the Lakers. He's shooting incredible splits, 60% from the field, 40% from the three. Tough not to give him the award. I just think Luka edges him out, and the voters will probably want to give Luka his first one, especially first full season in LA. There's a lot of hype around that. But Nikola or Jokic, solid second place.
Yep, I agree with you. All right, defensive player of the year. Beginning of the season, I had Victor Wembanyama. Now stays the same. Victor, when he's averaging 5 blocks a game, it's kind of hard not to give it to him.
Yeah, almost 4 blocks over a steal. 14 or 13 rebounds.
Yeah, I have a close second. I have Chet in there. I think Chet's playing really well on defensive side of the ball right now.
Okay.
But I think Victor just sweeps it. So,
my preseason pick was Wemby. My pick now is still Wemby. Granted that he plays enough games to qualify. He's still not really close to that edge yet, but we'll see by the end of the season. My runner-up, I got kind of a surprise pick here. I got Scotty Barnes.
Okay.
Scotty Barnes is quietly averaging 1.5 steals and almost 2 blocks a game, and Toronto is 7th in total defense right now.
Oh. Okay. I didn't even know that.
Oh, Scotty Barnes. I know. So Scotty Barnes, my runner-up. Wow. Dark horse.
There you go. All right.
Sixth man of the year. My sixth man of the year to start off the season, I believe, was Ty Jerome. It was tough, but we also had to caveat the asterisk there because we don't know who's coming off the bench to start off the season. Injuries are going to happen, things like that. So I won't be too hard on us for not getting this one right.
Yeah.
But my sixth man of the year, as of right now, Jaime Jaquez.
I had the same guy.
Jaquez is playing great in Miami, dude. It's been fun to watch him play. He kind of had a slump in the last year, but this year really picking up strong. 16 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, shooting over 50% from the field off the bench for a great Miami team.
Yep, I have the same. I have him right there too. But my sixth man beginning of the season was Anfernee Simons. Is that right? The first name right?
I think last name is Simons. I think
Simons. All right. Well. Yeah. I'm not good at names. We all know that. But I had him as a sixth man of the year at first. I really haven't heard much of him, honestly, all season.
He's been all right in Boston. I mean, Boston's been great. So
yeah. But I have the same guy you had.
Cool. My runner-up for sixth man of the year, I got Naz Reid.
Okay.
Naz Reid putting up basically identical numbers to the year he won sixth man of the year. So I think just kind of picking up where he left off, and Minnesota looks good. So
yeah. Minnesota's making me eat my freaking words about not putting in the playoffs. So
yeah, which it was obvious. It's
fair. All right, coach of the year. Beginning of the season, I had Kenny Atkinson for the Cavaliers. Changing that up, we talked about him a lot on this freaking pod already, but I'm putting Erik Spoelstra. I think he wins. Erik
Spoelstra, let's go. I love that you came around on that. I'm actually going to change. I'm not going to agree with you on that. I do like Erik Spoelstra here. My coach of the year to begin the season was Jamal Mosley for the Orlando Magic. As of right now, season ended today. There's still a chance, but if the season ended today, no chance. So my coach of the year as of today, actually Joe Mazzulla for Boston Celtics.
Okay.
In a year where Jason Tatum was out for the whole season with Achilles, they did a fire sale, got rid of Holiday, got rid of Porzingis. You basically thought they were just going to have a gap year where they're just kind of just say fuck it and try to tank. They're very competitive.
Yeah.
They're a solid lock for the playoffs that ended today. And so shout out to Joe Mazzulla for keeping that team competitive.
Yeah. Give him his flowers there. Yeah, give him his flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, we both thought Boston would make the playoffs. So
I didn't think so. And runner up, another surprise here, Jordan Ott, the head coach for the Phoenix Suns.
yeah, good. Yeah, good pick there. They look
So-
good actually. All right, rookie of the year. Who you got? Who'd you have beginning of the season? Who do you have now?
Beginning of the season, I had Cooper Flag. As of right now, season ended today. I got Con Knuckle.
Okay, same here. Beginning of the season, I had Ace Bailey. Horrible take. And now I have Con as well. He's playing amazing right now.
He's looking great, dude. All season, he's kind of dropped off a little bit in the last couple of games, or here recently. But still, for the season, averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting over, almost joining the 50-40-90 club as a rookie. 46% from the field, 41% from three, 91% from free throw. So he's my pick as of right now. Cooper Flag is a close second. He's making a really solid case right now, especially given his draft status and the hype around that, to where even if the season ended today, he'd probably win it. But I think Con's more deserving as of right now.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Last award we have on the list is most improved. I had Denny. Not gonna say his last name. I'm gonna murder it. Try it, Brad. Try it for me.
I would think it's Avdia.
Yeah, we'll stay there. I had him at the beginning of the season, and I'm gonna stick with him. He's playing outstanding right now. So I'm gonna stick with him on that.
I like that pick. I think he's the odds-on favorite to win right now too. So my most improved at the beginning of the year was Andrew Nembhard, and I think he has a solid case right now still. I think he's very much been one of the best players to stay healthy on the Pacers, averaging 16 and I think 7 assists a game. So really great improvements from him. But he's not my pick as if the season was to end today. If the season was to end today, I'd actually pick Austin Reeves.
Okay. That's fair, actually.
Austin Reeves, he hasn't improved the most statistically than some of the other candidates, but he's gone from an undrafted player to a fringe role player to a solid role player to, and then one season from that to being a legitimate MVP candidate.
Yeah, it's fair, actually. Yeah, he's got.
You know what I mean?
He got a good
his
argument.
rise has been insane. And so last year he was averaging 20 points a game, which everyone kind of thought was his ceiling. This year he's averaging almost 30. He's fifth in the league in scoring, 22 games into the season.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. So Austin Reeves would be my pick.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be crazy to see how the season ends, when the season ends, if he can continue his hot streak. But it hasn't really died off. I mean, he's had like a couple bad games, but he's had more good games than bad games.
Hey, when you're averaging 30 points a game on the second best team in the West, like, and Luka Doncic is your best player, and LeBron's on that team, like you're doing something good there. So he'd be my pick. Runner up, I got a guy I've talked about a few times in this podcast, Ryan Rollins.
Yeah, you got to give him his flowers.
He's up from 6 points to 18 points a game, 2 assists to 6 assists, 2 boards to 4 boards, and shooting 40% from 3. So if it's based off just numbers and sheer opportunity, Ryan Rollins is my leading candidate. But I think just in terms of really improving, Austin Reeves went to another level.
Yep, I agree. I agree with you completely. Good list. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, same thing we've said before, but if we missed anybody or if you think someone's more deserving of this award at the moment, let us know. I think, honestly, in my opinion, it would be a little selfish here. I think we freaking killed it going not beginning of the season. I mean, we got some good players in there, some good candidates. But we'll see. I'll be excited to see. Our next one we'll do All-Star break-ish. And
around All-Star break, mid-season. It'll probably be exactly at All-Star break. And we'll do another one about 3/4 of the way through the season. Of course, just keeping everything up to date. And obviously keeping, score, too, of, our receipts. Sorry, that's what I meant. Keeping track of our receipts of what we said before, so we know we're not just making shit up all the time.
Yeah, I think
so. Keep us honest. But I do want to say we've got some good takes that have come true.
Yes,
I just want to say that. All right, so our takes are not crazy.
They're not crazy. Mine are actually more crazy than Brad's are. Brad's are usually true.
Yeah, mine are usually Brad knows ball. Keenan likes to just make me upset sometimes. I don't really think he
Facts.
believes these takes, but
Facts. All right. Last two things we're doing today. I fell in love with this segment over our overreactions. I think these kind of give outlandish takes. I came in
this
hot
is where
last.
Keenan likes to piss me off. This is where I
This
like
is,
to be Brad Stradamus, and I'm like Brad knows ball. And this is where Keenan likes to just how do I
yep.
ruin Brad's weekend? That's what this is.
I think you might agree with my first one. So my first one, I'll start off easy.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards is the best shooting guard in the league.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's really an overreaction. There could be argument positional wise of like who you want to consider a shooting guard at the time, but I think Anthony Edwards is the best shooting guard in the league.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I don't think that's an overreaction at all. I think it's an overreaction coming from you based on the fact that you didn't believe in them 22 games ago. But so my first overreaction, the Cavaliers can't win a title with Donovan Mitchell as their best player, and they need to tear down their roster.
I don't think that's overreaction at all. Do you see him in Utah?
He's doing the same thing in Cleveland. Cleveland is doing the same thing that Utah was doing. And granted, you got like a few different players, a few different coaching styles, whatever else. But you got Jared Allen, who basically does what Rudy Gobert does. You got Donovan Mitchell, of course, the same exact player. Mike Conley versus Darius Garland. You got, like it's just you got all these kind of similar styles. But Donovan Mitchell proved he can't be the guy in Utah. And I think in Cleveland, he's proved that kind of we talked about, or what I said at the beginning of the season. They were regular season heroes. Like they can maybe cruise through the regular season, but come playoff time, they're going to get exposed.
Yep,
Which they're already getting exposed.
Yep. I don't think that's over. I think both of our takes there. They're a little hot, but they're not overreactions, I don't think, honestly.
I would say so. I agree with that.
Second, this one might be a hot take. Zach LaVine is back to his all-star form.
Well, he played one game where he scored 40, and that's just now you think he's back?
Yep. He's back.
Dude, he had a game where he scored like -3. Like I don't know how
he's back and he's gonna lead the Kings to a playoff spot.
Oh, okay. Now that's insane. That's absurd. Listen, I love Zach LaVine. I've been a huge fan of him back to his UCLA days. I think he was so fun to play with on 2K. He's a stereotypical, like when you're playing 2K, you want that mid-level, like mid-sized guard that is fast on everybody, dunk on everybody, shoot the three. Like, I'm a big LaVine fan, but I don't know. And maybe Sacramento's just not doing him justice, but he's definitely not leading that team to the playoffs. That's definitely one thing I don't, no way. That's just insane. You're just you just want to get my blood pressure high, dude. You just want to get my blood pressure high.
Oh fuck.
All right. Well, my second overreaction is much more reasonable than yours. The Thunder, this might be the best NBA team in history.
Okay.
They've lost only one game so far, 22-1. They're on pace to break the record the Warriors set. Last year, the Thunder broke the record for the best point differential per game, meaning how many points they win by, with like 11.5 points per game is what they, on average, is what they beat teams by. This year, they're breaking their own record. Like it's 15 points or so. Like they're just dominating teams. This might be the best team, and we're not even talking about it like that. Like we're a quarter way through the season, they lost one game. We're not talking about this. Like, is this the best team of all time? And they might do this for 5 or 6 or 7 more years. They got all these draft picks, all these young guys under contract. Like it might be the Thunder's league for the next several years. That's my overreaction.
I don't think it's overreaction, but I'm gonna you just teed me up. My last overreaction is OKC won't repeat and they won't beat the Warriors 73-9 record.
This is absurd. You just made that up right now.
No, it's been on my list.
You just made that up right now. Dude, there's no chance.
It's on my list right now.
What about them screams that they're not going to just dominate the whole? Like they're 22-1, and they don't even have Jalen Williams yet.
I'm telling you right now, take a screenshot, take a recording of this. They will not repeat, and they will not beat the Warriors 73-9 record.
This is
even to add one more.
Not beating a 73-9 record is at least like a reasonable take, because like that it's a record. It'd be hard to do. I'm with that. But to like think that they're not the best, like by far the best team in the league, no one's even close to them.
I don't think they repeat.
I don't know, man. And barring some injury, if there's an injury or something that you know about that you're not telling me about, I don't know, but tough, dude. All right, my last overreaction, which I don't think is that much of an overreaction because I did predict this at the beginning of the year. I think we're officially in the new generation of basketball.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Officially handed the baton over to the new generation. It's the first time, I'd argue, the first time since 2003 that either LeBron, Curry, or Kevin Durant is not unanimously a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah, I agree with you. They might.
I don't think any of those three guys are top 10 right now, which is no knock on any of them. They're arguably all three in the top 15 of all time. But this is the first time in 20 something years that none of those three are unanimously top 10 players.
Yeah, I mean, I would take one further. I don't think they even make a first NBA or a second All NBA. They might.
If the season ends today, they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't if the season ended today for sure. And they're not playing all the games. Kevin Durant, I think, has been the most durable of them so far. But I think as I thought beginning of the season, I think we're really officially in that. It's not even a transition. Like I think we're officially in the new generation of basketball.
I agree with you completely. It's a good take. Good take. Not as good as my takes, but good take.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. So this brings us to
our airball.
Airball.
And I got a video, so we'll let you go first.
So my airball goes against everything that I believe in and hold near and true to my heart. My airball is LeBron's comeback from his injury so far. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put that asterisk there because he's the best player of all time. He's come back from injury before. We've seen this where he shakes off the rust and all of a sudden it's like, this is the most amazing guy I've ever seen play basketball in my life. He's also 41, so maybe he doesn't come back from it. And so who knows, but I will say so far, it's been pretty disappointing to see LeBron come back. He just hasn't been the same player. He's had a couple games where he's looked all right, but I will say for the first time in 20 something years, LeBron looks like he's 41 years old.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there was like the clip of him talking to the Suns bench as like they're trying to like get a play, the Lakers are, and Redick had to call a timeout because he wasn't fucking paying attention.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Tough, dude. Yeah, so that's my airball. Sorry, LeBron.
My airball of the week. We'll get a little video for you guys. Is Tyler Herro comes back from injury, and the first thing that happens to him is he comes to the free throw line and gets hit right in the nuts by the referee in the ball. Yep, that's my airball. I'm gonna give the airball
Hold on. It was all slow on my side. Let me see that again.
Oh, let's try it again. Yeah.
He's crying. I feel so sorry for you, Tyler Herro, when you're laughing. But I love it, dude.
Yeah, my airball goes to
welcome back, Tyler.
Yeah, welcome back. My airball goes to that, not a player, but that referee. Like you have probably the star player on that team, and you're just gonna smack him in the nuts with a basketball.
Yeah, she's the reason that somebody didn't hit their parlay that night.
Probably, yes, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. All right, guys. Good pod. Let us know what you guys think. We appreciate the love and support, all the views, all the comments, that kind of stuff. We do appreciate it. Make sure you guys look up our YouTube. It's just Airball Radio. Give us some love on the YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. I try to get the videos out midway through the week if I can, and then usually clips shortly after that. So just give us some love.
Yeah, so we're just two guys talking sports. We appreciate you guys listening to us, So keep tuning in. Appreciate it.
I love you guys. Peace out.